Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where and when you're listening to this. This is Coffee with Kevin. And I am Kevin, obviously, and this is my coffee. Mm-mm. It is good this morning. Now, I hope you have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or any of your favorite morning drinks or afternoon or evening drinks to share with me today. Because there's nothing I like better than just sitting and having a cup of anything and having a great conversation. Welcome all. Last week, again, I apologize. At this time on Tuesday last week, I was somewhere in the middle of the ocean. The ocean. That's what I want to share with you. Let me. I was somewhere out there in the Caribbean, and I wasn't able to do this. Truthfully, I'll be transparent. I had forgotten about it, but I don't believe I was able to do that anyway. It's nice to take a break. It's nice to, and I tell everyone, my students, my clients, when things get a little tough, you take a break, you pause, you stop. And even if it's just for 30 seconds, this is what you do. You pause, you stop, and take a few slow, deep breaths and breathe into the stomach. All it takes is 4. And then it resets yourself. It allows you to regain your composure, get grounded. Anyone ever hear about getting grounded? Getting grounded is mostly talked about. Well, grounded is mostly talked about with electricity, isn't it? There's a ground to wires and stuff like that, and it comes from the fact that something is actually running. Some wire, some main wire in the house is actually running into the ground. That actually says there's something special about the grounds, isn't it? And when we talk about getting grounded, it is something like that. When I take a breath and I breathe, if I'm standing up, I'll stand up with my feet about a foot apart, pointing straight and feeling like I'm pretty sturdy. And then I just take a deep breath. Now, a good friend of mine, Michael Hathaway, I love what he says. He says, take a deep breath, breathe in from above and from below. And that from below is also bringing in the energy from below. So as you're standing with a foot apart and your feet both straight, as you're breathing, think about bringing up the energy from the ground. And think about your feet tying to the ground through the floor. Now, if you're not on the first floor, if you're not on standing on the ground, through the floor, through your basement, into the ground. Just picture that. And you can get yourself grounded. What does grounded mean? Grounded means you have a solid base. And sometimes when we're going through the day, everything's hitting us, everything's going on, and all sorts of things like that going on, and we don't feel like we have a solid base. We don't feel grounded. And something's going to tell you. And the picture I have not feeling grounded is we're being pulled and pushed and we're being taken up off the ground in all sorts of different directions and have no control. When we're on the ground, when we're steady on the ground and our feet are tied to the ground, we have control. That's the expression. That's the feeling of grounded. That's what this is all about, is to get yourself, when you feel like you're out of control, you get yourself back on track. A few of those deep breaths, and you notice I close my eyes all the time. That's training that has been embedded in me. You don't have to close your eyes. I love closing my eyes because it allows me to go to places where I need to be in my head. I can do that without closing my eyes, but I'm feeling grounded. I'm feeling my feet. I'm feeling my feet on the ground. Now I'm on the second floor and I'm feeling the energy going through, down through my feet, down through the first floor, down through the basement, down into the ground, down into the ground. My most incredible experience with being grounded or being connected to the ground was one when I was in Kona, Hawaii, the big island. Kona, Hawaii, as if it's going to be pronounced properly. And we went for a hike, a walk on the big dormant um, volcano. I can't remember the name of the volcano, but the name of the volcano god is Pele. And we went for a walk, and it still had geyser, steam geysers out there, and we didn't go near them. But it took us it took us 45 minutes to hike down along the edge to get to the base of the crater, and the crater was about a mile wide. And we did some hiking on that. We found a place to stop, and I sat down, and I think I might have sat down in lotus position, which is unusual for me. Um, And I just imagine in my meditation, I breathe deeply. Imagine in my meditation, I was connected all the way down. And I had this bright, bright red color fill the space in my mind, in my mind's eye. I had my eyes shut. I had this bright red color as if it were lava, as if it were lava. And it was such an incredible experience. I felt so grounded in that moment. I felt so connected to the earth, and it was just incredible. So you won't have maybe that experience, but you can have the great experience of being there, of being grounded by just being aware of your feet, being aware of your feet, put them a foot apart, okay, feet out straight. And you can wave a little bit like I am, just making sure that feels solid. And then as I breathe in, I actually imagine the air and the energy that I'm breathing in coming up from below. So the air is coming in my nose, but the energy is coming in below my feet from the ground. And I imagine my feet are grounded. And some people use this imagery from the bottoms of your feet, like roots of a tree going down, 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 down into the earth and expanding. And you're feeling really, really tight and grounded. When you can, stop, pause, take a break. You can feel this grounding. Let's do this one more time. I'm going to hide this. I want you to stare. I want you to look at this beautiful scenery. Feel so cool. Feel so calm. It allows me to be focused and get back on track. Taking a break like I did, taking a whole vacation. By the way, I'm talking about Hawaii and I'm training Huna, but I didn't go to Hawaii this time. I was in the Caribbean. I was in the place where there's a hurricane right now going on right in this moment. I was out there. And we were out there because we were supposed to be where the hurricane was last week. And we were blessed, truly blessed with the greatest weather a great trip, incredible friends. If you're open to meeting people and you're open to respecting others, um, others' map of the world, their behavior, their cultures, and everything else, even though they might be a little different from what you're used to. If you're open to that, you can be open to some amazing relationships, and that's what we did on the ship, on the cruise, is we made some amazing relationships with some amazing people. All right, this is Tuesday. It is Coffee with Kevin, and I want to set you up for the rest of the week. I want you to have a phenomenal day and a phenomenal week. I almost got tongue-tied on phenomenal. Matter of fact, I want you to make it. If it's not feeling that way now, I want you to make it a phenomenal week. You start off with feeling explosive. You feel like dynamite. Tick, 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 tick. Boom, dynamite. Yes. Yes. You can do that yourself. You can do that yourself. If you're not willing to be that daring by yourself, with yourself, go in the mirror and just put on a big old smile. Smile at yourself and laugh at yourself for 60 seconds or so. And you start to feel better. Get that feeling to get back on track of the original you, the one who can have fun, the one who can do amazing things. Get back on track with you. Take care. Make it a phenomenal week. Bye, everyone.